strength is made perfect in weakness most gladly. Therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me.
That's deep.
It's deep. All right, we got 3 rounds, 3 2-minute rounds of Muay Thai kickboxing action coming your way. Jack Doherty in the blue corner, Tre Akodu in the red, and we're off.
Man, thunderous shots by Doherty to start things out. Akodu banging the knees up the middle. Doherty launching vicious hands, but they are tied up in the clinch. Doherty throws big. Lands right on the chin of Tre. Tre framing off, shoving, making space, leading in with his power teep. Doherty ready to rocket off that right hand at any time, bullying Tre into the fence, taking advantage of the placement, working the inside. Both guys happy to knee each other, and why wouldn't you be? Tre's got more of the athletic pop, but Doherty is just dogging it out. Strong, both guys built, ready to scrap. Doherty's hands are ferocious, but Tre's legs are his big weapon. That knee was terrifying. This is what I like to see in a 2-minute round. There hasn't been a full breath taken yet.
Straight action.
Doherty landed a right hand dead up the middle, had Tre dropping his hands for a moment, a little shook, but he has since recovered.
There you go. Right now. He's tired already, Jack. Where's that jab? Where's that body? Where's that body? Where's that jab? T, Jack, T,
Tre really needs to get his legs moving. That seems to be where he's strongest at the moment, while Doherty is doing a great job getting his hands in the mix and making this a knockdown, drag him out scrap. Tre's taking that low blow time. I don't think that landed. It looked like just a high thigh, but they're all right. Oh, right back to it. Props to Tre.
10 seconds.
That overhand left hook has been landing all round for Doherty. Spinning back fist. Tre intercepts with the right hand and ties him up. And that is one hell of a round one, Ramsey.
One in the books.
You know, I want to say a lot of the people that we see fighting these kickboxing matches give it all in their first. We can see Tre breathing heavy, hanging off the cage, doing some breathing exercises. Doherty pretty chill on the stool, ready to go. You can blow your wad going too hard in that first stanza. Doherty looks like he has paced himself very, very well here and is ready to go for round number 2. Hopefully Tre can keep up that pace they were having, because these boys were going to war.
Yeah, a lot of times when people make that transition, or a lot of martial artists in the state of Florida going back and forth between, you know, Muay Thai and MMA, people always ask, well, Miles, what do you think is, you know, more tiresome? Ideally, or, you know, just when you look at it just for face value, you would think, oh man, MMA, you know, it's more tiring. You got, you know, you can take down wrestling, grappling, all that. But for me, in my opinion, from my amateur experience, when I did a kickboxing fight versus the several MMA fights I did, I found that I got more exhausted doing a straight up kickboxing fight in those 3 2-minute rounds than I did for a 9-minute MMA fight.
Rest isn't as accepted in the striking arts, in my opinion. You know, you got to go for it at all times. Whereas with grappling, if you get a takedown, you can kind of sit in the position that you
pick your
earned.
spots to, you know, take a break here or there and settle into the positions.
Man, Doherty's shoulders have got to be on fire. He is throwing massive hands.
Stiff jab, snap the head back of Akodu.
I don't think Tre has thrown a shot yet this round. Finally with that big lead leg. But you can see he's throwing big, he's throwing for power, and that takes time. Doherty had plenty of time to recognize it, defend it, and then respond on it. Doherty's corner calling for the right hand up high, and then they want him to attack the body afterwards.
He's tired, Jack.
If you want to crumple a guy, the body is where you do a lot of your work.
Jack pushing the pace, and his corner encouraging him to do so.
Doherty is all over Akodu. Akodu leaning back. You see his legs are getting loose on him. He just took a right hand and sagged into the fence. If the fence wasn't there, that'd have been a knockdown. And here Doherty just unleashes a barrage of hands and a knee to the body to follow it up. Tre looks to fire back, but those shots had no stank on him, while Doherty is just rock'em sock'em roboting Tre around.
Beautiful strikes. Beautiful accuracy. 20 seconds.
Doherty ducking under the jab of Akodu and firing off a 4-piece right into him. Tre doing the best he can with these knees, but he's got very little output. Doherty's pressure is just too much right now. Another big right hand left hook by Doherty. Tre grabs on and fires some knees. Doherty just brushes them off and continues the barrage of strikes.
You could definitely see the physical exhaustion out of Tre Akodu. He definitely laid it all out there on that first round. But then, like we said before, it's all about pacing yourself. Yes, these rounds, it's 3 2-minute rounds, but 2 minutes can feel like a very long time in there when you're just throwing, 100 shots per minute.
2 minutes is forever when you're tired. You see Tre's corner is literally holding him up right now. His legs are kind of dangling. He's breathing through his whole body. He's going to have a very, very hard time in this third round if Doherty can keep the kind of tempo that he's been pushing.
I believe with 2 minutes in this third round, if Doherty continues to work the body like he was doing, I think he can get Akodu out of there.
At the very least, a solid 8 count.
Third and final round coming up.
I think Doherty comes out looking for the kill. He was starting to get a little tired towards the end, but only starting where Tre is kind of far down that hole already.
Space, Jack, space. There you go, space.
A referee keeping a close eye on the situation. Tre hasn't thrown a single shot this round, but he has taken quite a few shots. Larry keeping an eye close on things. Tre doing the right things at the right moment to get the referee to back off and give him some time to right his position. Doherty slips jab, was beautiful, right through the guard of Tre, and now just piecing him up against the wall. We get the 8 count from the ref. This is a sign for Doherty. Come in hot and heavy. Look for the finish.
Yeah, Jack just needs to continue on with that pressure. You got a minute left in this third round. That's more than enough time to get him out of there.
Doherty doing beautiful work, hitting the body 2-3 times, changing it up to the head, just continually pounding away at all levels. And finally a kick of his own. Doherty opening up on all levels here.
He's taking too much damage. Come on. There you go.
Doherty's corner calling for the ref to just stop the fight already. Doherty punishing his opponent here, teeing off, putting him up on the fence.
He's going to get a standing 8.
There's less than 30 seconds left here.
Can Doherty finish this off? He's only got 20 seconds left. He's got to get busy if he wants that finish. But Lord, has he done some damage here. And that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen.
Referee calls a stop to that bout with 10 seconds left in that very third round.
Confident, dominant, and domineering performance.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Larry Furman, calls a stop to this bout in round number 3 for your winner, out of the blue corner, Jack Doherty.